My time here has been full of troubles, but you've survived every time. Skill at that might be what comes in most handily. Winter certainly always brings problems, they say. And if you survive for long enough, you're gonna be the only one.
Galt, forgive me for questioning your wisdom on this, but it almost seems like every day brings problems, let alone every winter.
Roxon says, I would say that every day brings work, whether it be armoring a bear of a horse or a bear of a man. Something I've never tried before, something I can learn to deal with, something that I can ask for strength to deal with and be granted the ability to deal with.
You've supported my family quite a bit. She looks over towards, his beautiful altar, primarily to the Smith, but also to the Seven in general. Is there any way that we could support you that you're not sharing?
Says I'm paid well for my work. Personally, I think I'm doing well, and well, to be honest, this houses my family as much as my patrons. Says, though, if there's one thing, especially now that the lawnmen are gone, I believe we could make good use of a septon perhaps, to make sure that these lands do not fall on as hard times as they may. And Seligson says, although I do my best, the trials that we are going to face in the future would perhaps make a need for a better place to go and find some solace, find acceptance, or find resilience or aid. I know the house does not have the prosperity to readily do such a thing. It is a strong undertaking, but it would also be a symbol that the past was truly in the past.
Bree will slowly nod, trying to understand his words and process them. But she won't say anything more and go back to stand by the wall of the forge.
I'll continue working on the helmet.
Bree will eventually find herself humming along with Galt.
Yeah. It's not really a song particularly. The tune may seem familiar, but well, who knows? Maybe he's shifting between tunes as he hammers on the slight clinks of the forge, the heat irradiating from it. It's sort of a almost a nice feeling, sort of a smell of of burning charcoal and soot and sweat a little bit. It's sort of in a way relaxing. Just this sort of work essence. Back at the market, everything is, well, nothing is relaxing really. All the banter and talk and excitement really moving through the crowd as people begin to gather in these little groups, some such, readying themselves to actually sign on in the next day when who's actually going to be on the team and see how the tournament's actually going to pit them against one another. Is there anyone here wants to talk to?
I'd probably take that as a resounding no.
No.
All right.
There's someone Lannis might wish falls off a bridge, but that's a different thing.
He catches Lennis certainly catches a promising smile from the Ashford when he passes nearby at one point.
He will simply be met back by a determined gaze.
The eyes of Rigor moves from Lennis and to his bride, as the intent seems perfectly clear on who it is who's going to get hurt this time.
You two really just shouldn't be in the melee.
I think Lorik would probably be that kind of asshole like in the street when you're walking along and they just don't move and you end up like hitting your shoulder on them. He would do that on purpose to Gregor, probably, like
How-
feigning
Well,
being in the
Alaric
way.
is more like when he walks, the sea parts because it has to. Like there's no. He's a full-plated like
Yeah,
titan.
that's true.
People don't miss him. They don't walk into him by accident. They sort of naturally just flow around him.
Alaric
It's
will try getting in
convenient.
his way. It is very convenient.
Ashra generally, actually, when you walk, generally is sort of a little behind because there's sort of a wake with room, so he doesn't have to bump into anyone. Though whenever you speak to a lady, he generally pops around and introduces himself rather rapidly. He used to do that as well when you were a squire, basically sending you to go somewhere and then following you to introduce himself to everyone new.
It's truly a marvel that Alaric ever got married. Like, actually managed to get any woman for long enough to actually take her as his.
Well, she was a very nice woman, wasn't she?
Very, but met her during his more tawny days.
So long ago.
So long ago.
Ashra
Kids
has
ago.
never lacked of women. He rarely lingers on the same one for long.
Yeah.
Though he can let you have some. That's never been his problem,
Have some.
as he would put it anyway.
Yeah. Alaric tells
course
a
he would.
different story.
I don't think he expects it that way.
Yeah.
But
He just
people
allows
certainly
it.
milords him a lot, because he is a Tyrell, and he certainly shows it with his garb. And that gives you a lot of respect in the Reach.
Wow.
I wonder why.
If only we knew.
Only if you knew a Tyrell.
Yeah, if only I knew one. Ugh. The standing I might get.
Things you could get away with.
I know.
Oh, wait, you already did.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's how I'm still
well,
alive.
later in the evening, promise Bree that the helm will probably be done for her tomorrow, and that she shouldn't spend her entire evening here, but instead should go and enjoy some of the festivities. Or, seeing as how she now has like a soot-marked handprint in her hair, he might also suggest that if she wants to retire early to be readily awake for tomorrow and fresh, then maybe that would be an idea.
She'll do that. She feels highly uncomfortable around the concept of festivities, let alone actually partaking in them. It's a war between who she was and what she is now. She'll go into the castle to contemplate, as kids do.
As they do.
Bree's going through some changes right now. Okay, like,
If you like meet the maester on the stairs, who'll
oh shit, not him. I mean,
ask whether or
You
not
fool!
she's feeling okay. I'll put her like at the stairs over here. He's on his way down as she's coming up.
Bree says, "Yes, Maester, just going to retire early. All of the excitement and preparation. I think I should get an early rest."
The call looks at Bree and nods slowly and gives her his well-known smile. Says, "I'm sure there will be plenty for me to do as well in these coming days. I think it would be good if you would stay quiet when going upstairs. Lord Aaron is in a foul mood these days, and, well, there's no reason to put more on his nerves than absolutely necessary. Will you be all right, milady?"
Bree, wanting to get away from the Maester as quickly as possible because she doesn't like him, says, "Yes, I can watch my step, Maester."
She's good. She sort of continues to move down past her. Says, "Watch the stairs. They are slippery." So I'll go to fetch some Some
Bree like runs her tongue along her teeth and whispers to herself, "Yeah, still don't like him." And, proceeds upward.
She hadn't had a
Trying not to-
leashing in quite a while.
She still distrusts him. Thinks that she's just trying to prolong her father's suffering.
Well, who knows?
Dun, dun.
Bree knows. That's why she distrusts her.
In the night, people generally drink, but not really that wildly. Peasants get drunk. The knights don't. They generally just sort of disperse into their tents to prepare for the next day of signing up and perhaps fighting the first round of the tourney. Generally, people do around a day, so that those who have suffered from minor wounds have time to mend them before their next battle. Cuts and scrapes and whatnot. Yeah. Assume you will do the same then.
I believe so.
Said has had a great day, really. No one has. People have been a little bit sort of glaring at her, but she just takes that as a compliment as to her husband's looks. They are just jealous, and they couldn't, they couldn't beat him in a fight. So what kind of women are they? She'll teasingly tell him. Manfros had a good day as well. Although he's a little worried when he returns if Alaric has had need of him while he's been gone.
Alaric will tell him not to worry. It's a time to enjoy. Another time may be different, but not this time.
You promise to hold your weapon and such while you do the melee, or hold your scabbard, or bring you your shield, or whatnot.
Shield, sure.
You can only do the shield or the weapon.
Yeah, I'll carry the weapon. I'm not sure he can actually lift it, to be honest. So, it has a bulk rating to it, so...
Will Nima indeed show up at the Ashford tents and try to bring friends?
Oh, the gossip girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sure. She will basically get to do the equivalent of waving him with a sort of a palm leaf and feeding him grapes.
Yay.
Seem to very much enjoy just ordering you around.
You know, I really should start getting into poison.
You would have ample opportunity
Wow.
Yeah.
to go for any of them.
I really should start getting into poison.
You know, we can get you someone. We can get you a teacher.
What kind of assassin are you that everyone has survived these tournament preparations?
Yeah.
I know, right?
You know,
You
if
need
I
a
killed
pity
him,
crease.
everyone would have noticed.
Yes. Yes, they would have.
That's certainly true.
Not if it's a slow-acting poison.
Well, there
Well,
are
you know,
poisons that...
Not dying poison, just that makes people think, oh, he just drank too much.
Well, there's poisons out there that...
And then the next day he can't move his arms anymore.
Well, there are poisons that do that. They affect their, like, health and... like, their athletics and shit
You
like
know
that.
that alcohol was technically listed in the poison section of the rule book, right?
That is true.
Alcohol poisoning.
It takes ages for Alaric to be affected from rules. So, that's fun.
That is definitely something I'm gonna have a talk about with the Maester.
Oh,
Because this son of a bitch is not fit for cabin.
Well, if it does mean that they get
Gotta
married,
make sure
then
he doesn't
whatever.
win the tilt.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
and if he does...
Sure, he certainly enjoys and will invite you to. Perhaps you might continue to attend to him and his while you're here anyway. Seems your lord doesn't miss you. Now kiss the ring.
The Pikachu hat's going on.
She's out the Ashford ring.
the Ashford ring.
Signet ring.
You take it and you throw it on the
Pompous
ground.
ass. Oh, yeah.
I want to break his finger.
Don't break his finger. Don't break his
Well, what
finger.
does she do?
What would you think would happen if she accidentally fell and broke his finger?
How would you accidentally?
Probably
you-
try to kill you.
Oh. Well, then I would have to try and kill him.
Yeah, don't do that.
Aw.
Can we not have murder at midnight?
You
No
just said, why
murdering.
is no one getting murdered?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
not straight up
Assassinating.
murder.
Murder someone.
Assassinate. There's a difference between assassinating and going murder.
I should have a ring with a needle on so I can poison.
We need
Well,
like
you
guidelines.
don't right now. Right
I
now,
am
you're being
becoming
told to kiss
sadistic.
the
I
ring.
like it.
Guidelines. We need guidelines for Anima.
You know what?
We need like stone
She needs to be
carved in
controlled.
Well,
stone.
there is a problem,
Oh.
guys. There is a problem here. Nima is prejudiced against nobles. Kissing a
And yet
ring.
she chose to hang out with him.
Yeah.
She wanted to know what kind of bitch she's gonna be with Catherine.
Well, he's probably not gonna win.
How do you
Hopefully.
know?
Well, we
You
hope
gotta
not.
be his
Concerned about
horse?
the savage winning the damn
Yeah. Be worried about that dickhead.
She wasn't going to offer himself to her, herself to him,
Yeah,
Oop.
exactly.
to Sam.
No. I heard what he said.
God damn it.
I don't want to be part of his. hunt.
Well, is she gonna kiss the
Well,
ring?
let's fucking... Yeah, are you gonna kiss the ring? Huh?
She's gonna walk away?
Kiss it.
Look at his haughty face,
Kiss the ring.
his slight smile.
Kiss the ring.
Know your place.
You know
Kiss
what?
the ring.
Nima is gonna smile and whisper, "If you take me somewhere nice, I'll kiss something else."
Oh, snap.
Could you roll an appropriate check for me?
Seduction or deception?
I mean, you can have deception.
Well, are you trying? Are you actually going to do it, or are you just saying so?
Maybe I'm just gonna knock him out behind the shed.
So deception.
That would be deception then.
Yes, this would be deception. This would be
Acting,
deception.
I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, I
It'd be
do have
deception. Deception act or deception seduce.
acting.
Well, deception act. I don't think. I don't
both
think you use.
dark.
Do you use seduce when you deceive people to seduce them?
I
can.
believe. Yes, you can. You can use the equivalent versions for persuasion also.
You
for-
can. You can also use,
Yeah.
like either act or bluff, depending on like which one fits with that situation.
I'm gonna decept
Oh,
him.
it's-
I'm not gonna.
Let's see. Seduce would be bluff mainly, but yeah.
Well, my seduce in persuasion though.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah, but you're lying, so it'd be deception.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can
The
use-
So,
specialty of bluff.
Yeah,
so I get my deception and
Deception
act
bluff.
is my.
You would use bluff in this case, I'd say.
Yeah, not act.
So I can't use my acting.
No, just
No,
your
because
Aww. So I
if you
only.
were trying to intimidate him, you could act.
But I am acting. I'm not gonna do it.
Or
You're
perhaps,
bluffing.
Trying to bluffing him. You're not
perhaps it could
bluffing him,
also,
telling him something.
I am pretending to be someone else.
perhaps it could be classed as convincing
right, but
as
this
well.
particular check isn't you pretending to be someone else. It's you offering
Really,
to
he
kiss
doesn't really
something
have a
else.
reason to think you're not some lady in waiting because this happens. Like there are others here as well.
So I only get my 4 deception. I don't like that.
That's more than...
Well, you can spend
A
a
lot of us.
destiny point to give yourself a bonus die.
I would like to do that.
Alright.
All right.
Because I'm gonna knock him out behind the shed.
You know, knocking him out will only last
Spend
a few
destiny
hours.
point to get 1 bonus die. Yeah.
I'll do that. Boom.
That's got an error message. Can you see what you rolled?
15.
15.
Yeah, it's 15.
Oh, all right. He'll sort of give a smirk and say, "All right then." As he will wave for the other girls to leave his tent.
Okay, fine.
So, you're gonna just knock him out? He's gonna wake up the next day.
Well,
So what happens now?
You're gonna like cut his hamstrings or something?
is it just her and him?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. She'll give him a handy.
All right.
But you know, she's gonna shame him a little.
Shame him a little?
Let's not get into details, shall we?
Yeah.
She'll give
Probably
him.
not.
She'll shame him and give him a handy.
Right.
Right. Moving on swiftly, I think.
He was coming home. I was like,
Great assassin. I must admit.
Great assassin,
That has
yeah.
nothing to do with kissing, though.
that is true.
I know the
Grimace,
difference.
shush. Grimace,
Reveal
shush.
yourself.
Shush.
Irregardless,
I didn't have to
that's
kiss
how
her.
everyone spends their night.
God damn it.
So our assassin needs some training in lethality.
Yes.
Got it.
Or in just any form of, like, non or
Love how
some form
Wilbur-
of damage.
You didn't even have to intrigue her. She was like, "Oh, fine.
Yeah.
He's like, fine, whatever.
Take the fucking bad job, damn it."
Yeah, we're so gonna get taken off of YouTube. I don't.
There's been worse
People
on
play
YouTube.
Cards Against Humanity and put it on
Yeah.
YouTube.
That's true.
Really,
It's
really out
true.
of there? Really?
It's true.
Come on, let's keep this going.
Actual TV show Game of Thrones is much more much more explicit than this, I imagine.
It is. It is.
But let's not linger.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Because the next day there's the actual draw. Who will fight who? That's what
Yay.
everybody cares about.
Yeah.
So you're gathering your teams down here. These two will actually not be at that.
Where is? I can't find Nemo because she lives. There we go. There she is.
Shut up. Neva's in a bad mood.
Landis will have no idea why.
No, she's not in a bad mood, but she's
As a note, as an important moment, Malachi, I will not be using the heirloom sword because I'm not having someone take their photos.
Well, all right, sure. I don't think it's that kind of tournament, though.
Just you know,
Sure, you can use another sword. Rosette will ask if she can use it. She's not as good as it with the spear, but it's badass.
It is badass.
use your best at. We need to create as much of a show as possible.
Have you given her a masterworked short spear?
I assume she has a Carl Forward one. If not, I would have got her one.
All right.
That's a good gift.
The problem with you not wanting to use that, Dark, is if you don't want to use it, then she'll actually use it.
Yeah. Like, if you don't use it, I'll do it. And you'll be like,
if it's not actually, if it's actually, nothing would, it's, I know in some tournaments, some things can be taken like armor and stuff, but
No one can take your shit.
if it's not that case, then sure, I can use it.
I'm pretty sure that might apply to like a joust. I don't think that
Generally,
applies
in
to
joust,
melee.
people can take your lances, your horse, or your armor. Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't apply in this situation. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll keep the heirloom sword out, as a symbol of the house, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone tried to make that rule, well, we're the people who's organized the tournament. You could say that's not happening.
It was not
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the rules as you stated them, so it's assumed that that's not a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yep, that's fine. Just had to check.
Oh, you can pay off your big debt with nice pictures of Valerian steel would suffice. Money.
The Lannisters certainly would like one. 'Cause they don't have one. All the other great houses pretty much do. So, well, actually, not that many of them do, but the Lannisters want one. Damn it! They lost theirs in Valeria.
Sad about that.
Guy took it to find another one, and didn't come
Okay.
back.
So, okay, who will bring it along?
Who do we fight?
Yes, who do we fight?
Good here. She can go and gather her green plumed helmet from Gold before she goes.
All right.
Also,
We'll
we got her like a green cape.
Oh,
Bree likes it. She's not really used to fighting with one, but she likes it.
is these the people that are in?
Yeah,
all the notable people at least.
the teams. Yeah, there are other hedge knights and stuff, but we'll skip that round because who cares about those guys?
I seriously just hope that, as always, I go first. I can just draw first blood on someone, and then it's over.
The problem is that with a 3-on-3, like, you go first, you run up next to someone, you draw first, and then those other two people are next to you, and they stab you.
True. But if I can stab the person who are gonna kill,
Listen,
Why-
you
why
have
are
you
there
have no you have no authority about killing people this session. You have lost any credentials.
You're no longer an assassin. You're
well, I'm not really used as assassin.
You are Miss Handy. That's what you are.
Shut up.
No, no.
So,
Well, you're Miss Get wooed
Seems
under a
like-
tree with a loot.
seems like we have an uneven number of teams, so whoever doesn't get matched with someone beats up some hedge knights.
Sure.
Hedge
That's
Knights.
how that works.
Kicks the shit
So
out.
I
of
suppose
them.
we'll put people on a
Ooh,
rank
I want to beat up some hedge knights. Me, 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 me,
here.
me, me.
Actually, decide who fights who. Putting like
It ends up being like Lord's advantage.
Yeah.
Lanny doesn't fight in the first round. He gets a bye week.
by day.
I rigged everything.
So I suppose how many do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since it's your thing, I suppose you would roll a d7 and another one. And hope people don't have to fight themselves.
Well, it'd be D7.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yep, I can roll some d7s.
I
D7.
love those imaginary dice.
It's good to have. So it'll be team 4.
Team 4.
Hightail, maybe.
And then you could shrink it to like D6 rather than like just subtract it.
Big new team's d6.
And Team 3.
Versus Ryman. Ooh.
What the?
Well, if it's going like that.
Start the server again soon, but
2 mystery knights.
I would
Yeah,
like
yes,
to add,
the-
I haven't even added anything to the server except the dog. I'm sorry.
Yes,
the dog's there now.
I saw error messages pop up earlier too, so I understand that.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of want to restart the
it's
server.
like I can't draw anymore. I can't draw any more squares, but these two at least. So now we're down to a D5.
A d5. It will now be team 5.
4.
Hedge
Four,
Knights.
four.
Now we have a D4.
Oh! They might not get to fight Lanny.
We'll fight these guys.
All right.
That is
Brilliant.
hilarious. That is
And a
hilarious.
D3 then.
This is gonna be
Oh,
awkward
yeah.
for first round. Two,
Alright, those guys down there.
two. Yahoo! Yes, nice!
Looks like
Bree,
fight
looks like
tramps.
your hedge knights.
God damn it.
This is hilarious. The guys who wanted to go for Lady is gonna fight each other.
Oh, yes.
Hey, it's good. They're eliminating my competition.
Hedge knights, hedge knights, hedge knights.
There we go. These guys over here will go and do their thing. Oh, now I can make boxes again. Can I roll like 2 hits? No, I cannot. All right.
All right. Restart server.
God, man.
My
Oh,
heart
all
rate
these error
accelerated.
messages. So little memory. Probably just gonna take this to a different map. That's probably the issue. But yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the server first.
Okay.
God damn it!
You're happy. You're
Should
happy.
never
aren't you,
click
Grim?
that button.
You're happy you get to, Grim, you're happy you get to beat up faceless mooks.
Well, there's that. There's also the fact that I didn't want to fight 2 PCs in the first round because then I'd have to shame someone, and I would have done a better job of shaming someone than by using a handy.
You
Wow.
certainly would have.
Please, right?
Certainly would have.
Wow.
Hey, be testing, right? Can you beat your mentor?
Oh, we might find out. We just don't know.
I can force anyone to first blood.
Disconnecting the server now.
All
Like
right.
you're doing it with your fists is just scary. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So is it just first blood, and then the one who drew first blood is the winner, or is the one who drew first blood?
Generally, when you get first blooded, when you like get a wound or injury, you're out.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
team who has someone standing wins. This
Right.
means that your team can simply lose because you can't percent 3. If someone gets like grievously wounded, that means you lose that round. You can still win that round because that guy can still, like the rest of you can still win, but then your team might just lose, like be disqualified because you can't percent your people.
Yeah.
This has led to some accidents in the past where lesser nobles have been pressured by higher nobles to continue fighting even though they were grievously wounded and so have like died from blood loss on the field. But alas, nobles, right?
Nothing dangerous is going to happen here.
Oh, no.
Mm.
You know, Halldamir?
Yeah.
I'm both on one hand going to love you and hate you if you win against Ashford.
If I win, I take offence. I take offence, my good sir.
You should.
I mean, part of me hopes you won't.
Let me show you my greatsword.
I know how good you are. I'm just pointing out the whole rivalry there.
I have a great sword with your name on it, buddy.
Now
Probably quite
Halldamir wants to
literally.
go against us. Oh, the Caladan name? Probably.
Probably has Caladan on his greatsword.
All these things to the maps map instead.
Do the maps map. Shit.
Yeah, I think we'll do the fights one at a time. Makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Could of course do them sort of at the same time, but
That
let's
just
not,
sounds
let's
like a
not make
minor
that
headache.
more difficult than it should be.
Yeah.
Let's see if this map is better for it, and don't drop things. Let's try not to overburden the respite map with too much stuff happening.
Could we join?
In just a second. pretty
Okay.
much. It needs to load. That should do it.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
All right.
Maps map.
You started us with the maps map.
The maps map. We start on the maps map.
That's because that's where I.
The mappity map.
That's where he wants
I don't
to be.
even know.
Listen to God.
These guys will fight over here.
I don't see. Oh, there.
Thing.
Yeah. You have to zoom out quite a bit.
Fight,
This looks
fight,
like a
fight.
familiar bit of turf
Are
from
you scarred from this?
from our warfare venture. This hill looks very familiar to me.
Now
like
it's not a
people
hill.
fight on
It's,
that hill.
it's a fighting hill where you fight on.
Is there a bridge somewhere down here?
It's not a hill, it's a fighting hill.
It's a fighting hill. It's a ditch, really.
That's the wrong picture.
Well, that's the one I had.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna change it back.
all right, you do that.
Hedge knights, hedge knights.
Yes, you're gonna
So-
just beat up some.
I'm
I
guessing,
know.
I'm
Beat
guessing
people.
Bree just
Yeah.
wins. Like Bree's team just wins.
All these people don't participate in this. So
Like my heart rate accelerated there. I was excited. Like, yes! I feel like I
Uh-huh.
won. I did win. As a matter of
yeah, you beat them up. Two teams with two mystery knights on them. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we have Trance versus Team Caladan, and we have Team Big Badass People versus Team Ashford, pretty much. Who should we fight first?
Oh,
think-
so the shieldless knight is an Ashford?
Who knows what he is?
We don't know.
I'm
have a
interested
Roll
in
for it.
I'm interested in seeing Halldamir's team go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the others
How
down.
quickly can you slay?
This is this is Sir Alaric's thing. Beat the
It's
shit out of
true.
people.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been since you beat the shit out of someone? Darn.
been a
That's
while.
how long it's been.
Like a 15 distance between the two teams.
Oh, it's not been Dawn. It's been the headsman.
Oh, I completely forgot about our fighting last session. That's not really beating the shit out of people.
That was just 1,000 dagger marks.
Yeah. Well, no
See,
real
that is
injury.
10 between them. I guess 10 is fine. It's your
10's
tournament. How far
fine,
do you
yeah.
want people to start between one another?
10 sounds good.
10 sounds fine.
10 sounds fine. All right.
Yeah.
Then. That's what they'll do.
Alright.
Good. Now I have no fancy. I've got no fancy like cutouts on this map. So we'll just. It's combat rules. We can remember them pretty well at this point, can't we?
Yeah.
Any particular things I need to copy in here first?
Well, we're not
Chances
using
are
the-
it'll just be like a huge question mark at this
Probably.
point.
I
I
think
don't
it'll
think
be
we
fine.
need anything. Unless you've decided we're going to use advanced rules,
No.
then
That's
yeah,
good. Yeah.
then no. 'Cause
Good.
We pretty
Wonderful.
much know everything now.
Wonderful then. Man, you really like to be in front there.
I always like to be in the front. I don't suck it out.
Roll for initiative then.
Alright.
Yeah. And roll some things.
Quickness test with penalty equal to your armor check. Armor.
Huh?
Whenever you roll there. Great, I'm gonna talk. An agility
Yeah.
test. You
Like your armor penalty deducts from
It's a
that.
modifier. Yep.
wearing heavy armor makes you slow.
Yeah.
Something.
I can adjust accordingly.
It's just a single tear rolls down his cheek.
As you see your quickness go through the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, really, full plate mail, highly trained like that, you shouldn't be that sluggish, but the rules are rules.
Yeah.
Doing God's work there, Shieldless Knight.
Agility
Ash-
does not seem to be his thing.
Are the Ashfords not in armor? Shit.
They are, but they don't have full plates.
Well, they have armor penalty, right?
That's something they do.
They might all have armor mastery and just be wearing something without an armor penalty.
That's true. Well, armor mastery doesn't affect
no, they
the armor
have armor.
penalty.
That's
It
correct.
affects
It
bulk
doesn't.
and armor rating.
That's true, but it might make them more confident to wear something that provides less protection.
Maybe because I have armor. mastery.
Also they do. If you add up their dice there, for Gregor, for example, adds up to 13.
Are you sure your character's not afraid of Sam entirely? Look at that agility.
He's fast. He can do.
Damn fast. He also
decent
doesn't
damage
really
with it.
seem to wear much armor, as it turns out. At all, really.
The dream would be that he gets so wounded that your team forfeits.
That would be pretty cool. Sam Tarling is kind of creepy.
If he gets viciously wounded in the final round of this,
I'm gonna
I
be
would
honest.
happy.
The amount of flavor and the context that Manikai put into this character is primarily why I recommended you put him on your team.
Well, he will sort of as sort of the fight basically begins, he will generally it's like someone riding across the field with like a flag,